Hello, hello, hello. Hello. So this is not going to be a large stream. Probably one, two questions we'll be able to do by the end of this stream. I have exactly 1 hour starting right now. I'll share my screen. Excuse me. Nobody is excused. Maybe we'll bring this laptop a bit closer. So today is day 5. We are only left with 4 days. And half of the day has passed already. So coding questions, minimum 3. 3 min. JS questions, anyhow we have to do these. These are priority. I've written priority wise only. Oops. Yes, and SQL also I did a mock paper yesterday and I got to know that I still need to work in SQL because it was such a easy question and I wasn't able to crack it. And all these are supposed to be what? All these are supposed to be these columns, correct? Coding questions, this is ups. SQL, correct? Okay, we'll assume that it is all right. What psychometric I'll do, gamified I'll do, technical MCQs, anyhow we have to study for it today. MS, yes. Uh, Anyhow we have to do it. We are not left with time. Pseudocodes and anyhow these must be done before anything else. Why SQL? I always kept SQL at the last because I thought that SQL I need just brush up on SQL. But yesterday my perceptions changed. So this is what we're doing. Apart from it, I have some subject study also that I have to do, and also some presentation work. And this is 9 p.m. onwards, and tomorrow I'll work on this. This is CNS. CNS also I have to take some time out. As soon as I come from the class, I'll do CNS in class, but I cannot do as much as I can do here. Chalo, I'll somehow manage to do it in the class. I have 3 hours of class today. And target is to do DSAES. This is I have to do this with my team. So hash map, we declare a hash map. Now when we use key set in order to traverse through hash map, correct? Map, and we loop it like this. This is the pro way. We don't have to write everything inside for, correct? And this is the way in which I should loop through my arrays. And map dot key contains to ask the key, the number, and then the frequency. Put what element, put what element, comma, element intensity, map dot get. Map dot get, this gives boolean, this gives the frequency. Map dot get, map dot get also we have used here. No, this, yes, map dot get. Where over here for entry set, int for key set. Map dot get key and key simply. Okay. Now let's do these two questions here only. Question number 15 and question number 14. And from the next upcoming questions, we will use the Kn Academy. Encode the number. Encode the number you work in the message. Hello, hello, check. Encode the number you work in the message encoding department of a national security message agency. Every message that is sent from or received in your office is encoded. You have an integer n and each digit of n is squared. You have an integer n, and each digit of n is squared. Perfect. I don't think there is any nuance in this. And the squares are concatenated together to encode the original. Concatenated. Okay. Okay. Your task is to find and return an integer representing the encoded value of the number. Perfect. What do we input? So, an input integer represents a number to be encoded. Number to be encoded. Okay. Output specify an integer value representing the encoded value of the number. Perfect. So I'll tell you how this is working. How is this working? See, for every digit in 34, we are squaring the digits and then concatenating. So first digit is 4, let's say, because 4, we can take out 4 easily first. 4. Then we square 4. Correct? This gives us 16. Correct? And then we have 3. And then the square of 3 is definitely 9. So this is how we have, as our number was 34, so 13 square is 9 and 4 square is 16. So this is how we got the number. But how do we do it? The problem is, I usually uh, suppose this is the number, we take the last digit out by this. Correct? But here we want the first number. The first number. Okay, so we have to concatenate, no? Okay, so we take out the first number. Okay, we have to create a string basically, and then we can parse this. Then we can convert the string into int. So the string can be, let's suppose if this is the encoded string str. Okay, so we have a number extracted, that is first of all 16. Correct? So 16 we are putting here, an extracted number. Correct? So ex, let's write it over here. Okay, and every time a new number comes, we have to put it over here as it is. Correct? So and it is a string. How are you putting the number now? uh okay, sorry, my bad. We put the extended number here, extended. Correct? And then we add it to the string, which is this only. Correct? So every time we, so I'll tell you for this number only. Okay, for 36, that is 916. So first of all we encode 6, sorry, 34 it was. So first we encode 4, then 4 comes here. Correct? Then 16 comes here. Then next time what happens, this str is 16 now, and it's 16 now, and 16 is now here. And then we take out the next number, which is, and the square of that number is 9. So this is how we have 916. Okay, easy, easy. Any are there any edge cases? No. Let's do it, although it's not something that would really require very much from me, but still we'll do it. I don't want you to see my YouTube feed, so I'll just quickly remove it. And what do we have to do now? Program is correct. Um, okay, so uh, what is the first step? Should we create? Let's create a function only. Okay, let's create a function only, and let's create it full-fledged. Okay, scanner sc is equals to new scans. Okay, scanner, and we take the integer input. Okay, mm, and num is equal to sc dot, right? Correct. We have the next int. Now what do we have to do? We'd have to encrypt this number, correct? So we get the correct, and this is going to be the name of our function. And we create an empty string over here. While number is greater than 0, this is the most cliched line of code that everybody writes. And what do we now do now? We have the number and we extract the last digit, and digit, and digit is equals to number mod 10. Okay, we extract the number and we enter it in the string. Okay, string, this doesn't make any sense. String is equals to string is equals to and digit plus str. Okay, yes, I know I haven't done anything with the number. In order to encrypt it, the main functionality should be okay. We could have done it here only, but still I'll prefer to do it in a separate step. Int ypt encrypted digit is equals to math dot pow end d digit end digit raised to the power 2, and we are done with it. So string, correct? So we are getting the string over here, and everything seems perfect. And now we have to update the number, ain't we? Okay, let's do it the smart way. Now we have to technically return the string, but as our return type is int, we'll do it in int only. How do we do it? I know. Return integer.pr parse int integer.value of, correct? What do we do? Value of, value of str simply. Will this work? Let's find out. Okay, so we get, let's find out the return type of it. It's double. Return return type of math dot pow. Yes. So we'll do it. We'll do an int over here. 34. Let's do it 34 only. 961. Perfect. This is how we extract the value of a string. Perfect. Done with one code of the day. Nothing. It was easy, and solving seems easier. Perfect. Look, we have progressed somehow. Not somehow, we have progressed. It is very evident. We're able to solve the question without any errors, without any typos. And we were able to debug also so quickly. Let's do the 15th one. Equilibrium sum. Equilibrium sum problem statement given. I'm feeling good. Equilibrium sum given the function. Let's don't write anything. Excuse me, I have a bad throat today. So given the function accepts an integer array of size n as its argument, the function needs to return the index of equilibrium point in the array where the sum of elements on the left of the index is equal to the sum of the right of the index. If no equilibrium point exists, the function should return 1. Okay, I've understood the question. Okay, so it is saying there is an equilibrium number inside the array. They'll give us the array, correct? And we have to return the index. So they are basically giving us array. We have to return the index of the array, which is the equilibrium, which balances the array by having equal sum at both the left and the right part of the number. So what is the equilibrium number? So 4 and 3 are 7, correct? And 6 and 1 are 7. So 3 is the equilibrium number. So the index is idx is 2. So in this array of 4 index, total 5 elements, we give index 2 as equilibrium. Okay, so this is pretty much the question. How are we going to calculate the, let's see if they have given another example. No, they have not given any other test cases. So how will we do it? Let's think it over here. Think it over here because blacks makes it easier. 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 2, 4. Okay. So I know this side is balanced and this side is balanced. Both have 9, 9. Okay. So how do we return this index 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, third index? We simply run two loops. Calculates. Okay. Okay. Understood. So we run the loop. Basically, we pick the first character. So we'll just create two variables that are right sum and left sum. In right sum, we will store the right sum. Oops, sorry. Uh, Give me a second. Hello, back again. No sorries because it was my mother and I have to pick the call. So I will create two variables and I will store the right sum over here and left sum over here. So initially there will be no right sum. So right sum will be 0. Right sum, how will I compute right sum? Every time I go, the last number needs to be added, correct? Let's say I am on 4. Okay, so 2 and 3 must be added, and oh, and the numbers after it must be added. After it must be added once will be okay, but how will I add the ones that are before 4? So let's get inside a loop. Let's say I have a for loop and it runs from 0 to length minus 1, because length minus 1 because I no, let's run it till length only. Okay, but let's learn in length only. Yes, it will be less than length, that's for sure. Let's and how will I calculate left sum? So for, so I'll say left, and there will be another for loop and it will be j, that is I plus 1 to length. Okay, and I will run from left and it will compute all the sum. Correct, I can do a while also, but it will compute ls. Correct, it will give me ls. Now the right part. I see, one way is I run a loop, but there is no loop, so it will be 0. So it is initially set to 0. Both of them are initially 0. How do I do this? ARRI first, it will be ARRI. If only I is greater than 0, तब ये वाला पार्ट चले. RSI RSI plus 1. Okay, okay. I plus 1. Oh, sorry, I minus 1. Correct. Plus RS. Okay, I think this is the perfect loop. I think this is the perfect thing. Otherwise, no. Okay. So this is inside this section. Yeah, here also we have to put a condition. If I is smaller than, let's assume a scenario. I am here. Okay. So I is the last index. So in that case, I vote RAR because I, so left sum needs to be updated every time, correct? So ls equals to 0 and rs should be declared before this. Now we are comparing we are having the final comparison. If rs is equal to ls, right sum is equal to rs, return a r r I, correct? Now we'll see for the edge cases. No, why not see it here? That if there are no elements in the array, if there is only one element, okay, one, and if there are only two elements, what is the, what is going to be the case? Array length must be greater than, array length must be greater than 2. This must be the first rule, because in these cases it will always be -1, correct? So length must be greater than 2. This is the first and foremost condition. So let's code it. I'm happy we have nailed another solution. We'll do. Okay, so the equilibrium will be the index will be equal to 3. Oh no, we don't have to declare right some over here. For no, we don't have to run for either. Think and do. Haha, such a good line. Stop copy pasting code you don't actually understand. Build the coding confidence you need to become a developer. Companies will fight for. That's what I'm doing. Thank you. So can we not always start our code from one? Because equilibrium cannot be at the extreme ends, correct? ARR. Now, okay, we are leaving the time constraint in terms of doing this question in a time range. And so, we did a good thing here. We made a situation that if, see, this is the situation that I'll show you. So I am talking about this part. I told that we'll write this situation. Instead of writing this situation, what we did is this. What we did is this. If we eliminated that if clause with simply writing this. No, not ARR, I just written I. I think this will run perfectly. No, I have definitely I definitely haven't thought that this is supposed to be the mistake. Dx num. Okay, we are not supposed to pass num. We are supposed to pass array. Equilibrium 3. 3. Correct? What if we write 2 here? Minus 1. There is no equilibrium. Okay. Weekly delivery must be 4 now. Correct. So we nailed the code. I'm happy. So we did two of the codes. Good, Shashank. And what have they done? Let's see. So they are running a for loop. They are running from one total right now. Correct. Total. What are they doing? Right sum is equals to total minus ri minus. We have written such a small logic. How does that work? I am envious now. Yes, envious a word. Jealous, correct. Oh, we'll got on this. Okay, so we'll continue later. Thank you so much for joining or not joining. It doesn't matter at all. It's just I wanted myself to document everything, and this is what I have been doing. Thank you. Jai Shri Ram.